Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from southwestern Pennsylvania. We're back to continue our playthrough of Empire Total War featuring Darthmod Empire utilizing the 40 unit saves version. And we finished up with a nice little naval victory to kick Spain out of the Brazil coast area of trade nodes. And I'm thinking what we're going to do before we hit that next turn button, which is what we're ready to do, is let's try setting up. I could split everybody up against all the trade nodes, and maybe in our damaged fashion I would have enough to do the job, but I don't know, because he could be sending 2 or 3, because he had 2 fleets that I last saw moving towards this potential theater, one with 2 ships, one with 1 ship, and if they've joined up to a fleet of 3, that'll be tough for me to beat. So I think what I'm going to do is bring the fleet down here in between these two. Then he should be able to reinforce no matter who. That's assuming New Spain's fleet is headed this way, but I just have to assume that. So I think these 2 fleets are safe, and then there's always the potential that the AI will, you know what I'm know about my little surprise attack over here and just sail right past it and go against these weak nodes. But what we'll do at that point is retreat, try to wear down his movement and see if we can somehow survive. And if we do, then we can go after him with our full fleet here and hopefully be in a good shape to defeat him. So that's the thinking. Let's just get over here to the main. For some reason I just like being here when I hit the new turn. Let's do it. Alright, New Spain did just what we thought during this turn. It comes on in and of course bypasses my strength to go after my weakness. The weakest of the weak, a little old sloop. Let's retreat. Let's try to wear down some of his movement, force him to chase us into the farthest reaches. And I don't even think there's any way. I think we just auto-resolve and get this thing lost here on this particular one. And the question is, yes, he did capture, it shows, so his fleet has now just grown. So it's a fleet of 3 ships now. So he did only bring 2 of the 3 that I lost track of. He never combined those fleets, but it's 2 fifth rates. Oh, and a brig? I thought I had a sloop, so maybe he didn't capture it as I thought. Maybe he decided not to keep it. Now we have a brig, and we're going to do the same thing. Run away, run away. And he didn't give chase. Okay, and the turn has ended. We survived better than I thought in the coast of Brazil there. We did, for at least this turn, lose 2 trade nodes, but we'll be able to gain them back. Let's see what we have. We have completed our first, and successful rake mission is still embedded. And let's see, the hustings are over. Following a free and fair election, the current cabinet has regained control of the government. Their right honorable opposition will remain so, at least until the next time. So we have a decent cabinet if we're inheriting the same one. We only have 1 left to replace, and let's just do that right away while we're thinking about the cabinet and see if we get someone better. No! We got an amusing cad kind of a guy, or a morally impaired kind of guy. Let's find out. No, we have a jughead. Well, that's not bad overall. But I guess we're drinking a little too much wine. Oh, well. There's no good place to hide this guy. We'll just get rid of him next time. How dry I am. Oh, my Lord. We are just picking the winners with these cabinet choices on this particular government we have. Recruitment's a good round of recruitment. What I'll probably be able to do now is back off a little bit on the fleet recruitment, at least until we handle the naval incursions. But I'm starting to think we're getting close Oh, fleet destroyed. Well, we knew that. That poor little sloop. An orrery. The orrery was invented. The celebrated clockmaker George Graham has produced a wondrous mechanical device that accurately models the motion of the planets, with a model sun at its center and the planets arrayed around it on metal rods. The machine is powered by a characteristically accurate clockwork mechanism. Copies of this fascinating and beautiful machine are being produced for several persons of high status, including the Earl of Orrery, under whose patronage the project was undertaken, and in whose honor the apparatus has been named. Whereas the ancient Greeks are said to have modeled the known planets and their motions, Graham's orrery is the first example of such a device from our modern age, including many planets of which the ancients were unaware. The orrery is all the more admirable in that the skill and complexity of its construction mirrors, in some small way, the infinite intricacies of the heavens, and yet serves to present those difficult concepts in a fashion readily apparent to those without an inquiring mind when it comes to matters of science. Actually, I think that'd be a cool thing to be able to see. Anyone know of a museum where I can see one, where they have one? I think that would be cool to take a look at. Okay. What we're going to do, since we most recently had a naval battle and we do have other Navy issues to obviously deal with down on the coast of Brazil, I'm feeling like a land battle right now. And I'm thinking Americas. We've got two potential land battles right here, right now in front of us. And I think it's time we make them happen. This one is probably going to be the easiest one. And we'll see about taking over New Andalusia. Caracas. And I doubt they will surrender. We don't have enough of an advantage, but you know, out of habit, I always click on that thing. And let's get in there. Let's see, they have a cannon, a force of, so they got some units that know how to hide, and that's a native warrior auxiliary, a melee unit. So I'm going to have to keep the pikemen handy because I do not have plug bayonets yet. That part hasn't been researched. So being able to go against melee units, I gotta have my cavalry nearby and mobile, and my pikemen hopefully where it counts. Otherwise, they have a one line infantry unit, one militia unit, and some native musketmen. So the natives can hide. They can be unseen on the map, so we'll have to search them out. And ideally, I'll be able to send my cavalry out, depending, of course, how they're placed at startup, to take out his artillery, because once we find a way to take out his artillery, we will definitely then have the advantage, and it will also minimize our casualties. So join me on the other side. All right, let's see how our... Yeah, we don't want to set up behind the town, so yeah, we're definitely going to set up so we have range of fire over here from our cannon. We might as well get our cavalry up towards the front, because that's where I'm going to want them to hopefully have an easy... In fact, we'll just kind of angle our cannon over this way. We'll set up, let's see, two of the line infantry over on this side, which is the side most likely they'd be coming from. We'll set up the other line infantry, the most experienced one, on the solo side. And as per normal for the moment, we'll set up our pikemen back behind to protect the cannon, my artillery pieces, and we'll put my general on this side. And we will be ready to move with the cavalry depending on his setup. We'll get over here to get a quick view of how he's set up, and let's get this battle started. And there he is in fortifications, aiming right at us, but kind of all by his lonesome. So let's get the cavalry moving and see if we can't take him out early. My cannon should auto default towards shooting at him and missing quite wonderfully. course, now look at it. And now that I'm marching that way, he's moving everything he's got to help protect those cannon. He knows how important it is. Can I get there in time? Hurry up, guys. Come on. Your cavalry, go faster. These guys are walking. You need to beat them. I know they had a head start. Oh, there's more there. I think we will have to... and we're getting shot at. Dang it. Not good. Let's first of all... Well, the only good thing right now is my cannon will hit other units by aiming at his... Well, if he could hit anything. Now his misses are going... Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. So I can't do a suicide with my cavalry. But if he's going to get all his units around, now maybe my artillery will be able to start hitting him. The good thing, though, is he is forced that way. I think I'm going to take the daring move, yes, of getting my infantry that is being bombarded mercilessly off to the side and relocate so his artillery can't bombard the infantry at least. We'll get my general out of harm's way also. And we'll keep, just in case some weird charge happens, we'll keep the pikemen back here to guard the artillery. At some point we'll move the artillery too. So we have the regiment of, that's the regiment of foot. That's the most dangerous one, guarding his cannon, his artillery pieces, but at least we're doing some damage to that most dangerous unit of his. Way back here we have the militia, and we have native warrior auxiliary, and somewhere nearby are the musketmen, but they went hiding, they went to ground. So I'm going to continue the bombarding of the cannon. Right now we're holding up, they're missing everything, they're missing my cannon as badly as I'm missing their cannon. Wow, that didn't think anybody could have worse aim than ours. Ooh, that was a little more in line. Ooh, took out one of his cannon pieces. And look at, they're reacting to my readjustment of my infantry, so we gotta keep an eye on them, because if they close too quickly, in fact, are they closing in? Yes, they are. So let's target the regiment of foot, and let's slightly change our plans here. Let's since they're coming to us, let's take up positions behind this wall. And now there may be a hidden unit protecting them, we don't know. But it sure seems like a target, an easy target for us. Oh, he's changing directions. That's not good. Come on, cavalry, cut through, don't go around by the infantry. No, we're gonna take some shots, get away, get in there, get in there, get in there. Oh, we took some shots, we took a volley. Look at the horses fall, but we got to his cannon. This battle is ours. And we never did figure out where the native units disappeared to. Oh, right in front of us. In fact, it's melee time for the native units. I think it's time to bring the general into this to help us out. And we have killed his general. They are shattered. So it's time to bring the cavalry units over for support. Try to rush these guys from behind, and it's hurting. It's showing Yeah, we have this nice wall position, but it's showing that we do not have our bayonets available. We would not hold up if we didn't bring support over here. They would batter that line. General's bodyguard, let's go against this unit. Don't let them come back. Harass them, hassle them. And this cavalry unit, now we just got to keep our eye on his line infantry. So that my commander, my general, we're good enough position here. Yeah, we're fine right here now. Now what we can do, how many are left in this unit? Did we take a beating or what? I think it's time to just leave you where you are. And I think what it's time to do, bring these guys out here. Start working on flank. And of course his little militia unit, that's all that's left. Yeah, the militia unit. Get you officially behind that wall for protection because you are decimated as a unit. You can hold your own in protection. Yeah, one casualty so far. One casualty. And you're getting bombarded on top of it. Of course, your casualties, because we're shooting at such range, again, the casualties are not happening to great effect. Let's run you the rest of the way. You are active. You're not tired yet. And the cavalry has completed its job. In fact, let's get them ready to attack and pounce when we get these guys to rout. Run around that wagon, get the line formed, come on, so you can start shooting. Funny how just some little random object in the middle of the battlefield. Okay, he's turning his... Yeah, he's getting ready to run. He's going, we're flanked. Time to bring in the cavalry. And now it is time to retarget. Because we don't want to get bombarded as we enclose for battle, especially since our general's in the mix now. Of course, this will be fun to watch as we try to maneuver around buildings because we are so good at maneuvering around cities. We have closed for attack, and as long as we can keep the heat on, they won't be coming back into this battle. And with that in mind, let's start moving forward to address the militia. We'll make our first approach here. As a matter of fact, that cannonball roaring by was kind of cool. Let's take you and just keep you here. We don't need you to take any more casualties. Is he shattered yet? Do we need him to come back? No, we're going to stay on him. Now the battle is happening right in front of us. I took us off of fire at will, so we can not shoot our own cavalry. And we still got to wait for this other regiment to catch up to us. It'll be our 2 regiments against the lone regiment of militia. It should be more than enough for the job, especially with them taking cannon fire. They do outnumber us, but we are far superior units. And we just got to keep an eye that they don't turn around and get our cavalry out of there if necessary. Okay, the line has advanced. I've been watching the cannon shots. They have not been falling short where we are located. Knock wood. So we are going... Oh, well, all of a sudden they start falling short, but not too short. So we can run up here to this side of the building, and we'll run up to the other side of the building. Get them in range. And work on finishing this battle. Again, get our cavalry, which has finished its job. Get our cavalry over here to get ready. Chase them down. They're they're very tired, so we'll just walk them over. They should be in range. Actually, not quite here, so let's get a little closer. Whoop. The terrain just messed up with our line. There we go. There we go. The firing starts. Into their rear. You guys might want to be on the other side of that fence. This is the amazing AI that comes with this game, but once we get going on a bigger battle, you always have that random unit that likes the fence. It never fails. There's that random unit that likes the fence. We're going to chase them down. We're going to shut off and stop firing. Oh, the battle is over. There we go. We are victorious. Heroic victory. There we go. And that's why 261 losses to 1224. And we have our first territory from New Spain. Alright, let's just get this little town repaired so we can make use of it. And we'll even build the conservatorium. Make it a full-fledged town here in the Americas. Region captured, yes. Alright, so let's follow this one up with one more battle. Boom, 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 right away. Yeah. And what's... Now this one should be a little more of a challenge because I think if... it's hard to tell exactly on those bars, but I think they have 3 regular units and 2 garrison units, 5. And guess what? We have 5 going in there. So this is more of an even battle. So let's see if we can be successful on this one also. We at least have... a set of cannon. We at least have a cavalry unit, although this time it'll be a mounted tribal cavalry unit. Let's get in here and see what the odds look like. Want to surrender? Nope. Let's see. We've got native bowmen. So they all can. So they got a couple more units once again that can hide. We want to try and steer clear of the melee infantry since we are bayonetless. And then, other than that, rifle-wise or shot-wise, musket-wise, however you want to call it. I guess musket is more appropriate, but we definitely outgun them. We definitely do not out-melee them, and yet they're telling us it's an even-steven battle, so join me on the other side. We'll see how it goes. Alright, looks like similar-ish kind of a battlefield, a little few more rolling hills though, but as far as the position of the city and the position we get to start with, it's kind of the same thing. The only problem is this hill in the front kind of restricts my field of vision. So maybe I need to get my cannon. Now even here there's plenty of blind spots that he could be in. I guess we could argue it'll work both ways. Do I dare initially. Choices, choices, choices. Do I have more? Now here I have more of a line with less elevation blocking the range of my cavalry. So, I mean the artillery. So maybe what we do is we set on this line of trees our artillery. Get them ready to go. Now we have nobody actually available like my pikemen in case they challenge and go after my cannon. So we're going to have to be careful about moving away like we did last time if we can't access his cannon piece, and it looks like it'll be fortified if the last battle is any indication. I am, however, going to put my cavalry over here, hoping that he won't be around his artillery pieces. We'll find out. And let's get up here and see where he's going to start out. And here we go. Okay, his cavalry piece is all by itself. Once again, the question is, can I move in time? Oh, and he's shooting right at me. Now I'm shooting at him, so I want to get my cannons away from the artillery piece. Now these are armed citizenry, so I'm thinking I am going to run my cavalry in there, thinking these guys are not the best of shots. No, 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 no. Keep the artillery shooting out here and run you in there. Come on, get in there, charge. Oh, we're taking shots from militia though. Oh, and he's got his natives there to protect the cannon. So we're gonna do some battle, we're gonna take some hurt. But the key is get rid of his cannon. Oh, and we're gonna have to pull out soon. This is not going well. Time to retreat. Get out of there before you get decimated. Oh, heroic death. That was my general's unit, so we're gonna have to be careful and watch out about our will to fight here. Even though we officially don't have a general. Let's see. He's broken. He's got 10 people left, but they could take over their cannon pieces if they're left standing, so he could still be shooting at us, although in reduced fashion. No, 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 no. Apparently I got my cannon moving and I don't want that to happen. When I misclicked, oh, how did they destroy my cannon? What is going on? Get back to the cannon. So somehow I was not paying attention to my clicking. We got to get my cannon back in action. He's going to get his cannon back in action. Oh my lord, what the heck? Well, I'm known for my misclicks in my playthrough, and this one we paid for. So let's get them back to where they need to be. Come on, guys, take up your position. There we go. Much, much better. That's because I put you on melee mode, thinking I was putting... That's what caused it to happen. Okay, so we're gonna start shooting. Now we got to see if his taking hits. They're gonna be forced to come at us now. Their cannon are destroyed. Or does he have enough sense? It looks like they may have one artillery piece remaining. No, all their artillery pieces are remaining. Yeah, we're gonna keep our cavalry in reserve at the moment to help us out, and we are just gonna wait. Yep, okay, he's not taking over his artillery pieces. We're just gonna pepper them as they advance forward. The ragamuffin militia and even more ragamuffin armed citizenry. Nice uniforms for armed citizenry. Uh-oh, we got something over here. Better not lose track of what's going on here. They're gonna make another appearance. If they do at close range, we're gonna have to re-aim those cannon. In fact, let's bring the cavalry over to this side. Have them ready for close assault. And we may have to enclose. At least we can see them and shoot. We gotta be ready in case they make a forward melee attack. What the heck is going on here? Why are you concerned? What casualties? Oh, his cannon. Those casualties. Let's get attacking. This is our only response to the melee. It's a cavalry charge. Let's let them take fire as they retreat. I don't want to take friendly fire on my cavalry. Still one more native unit out there. As a matter of fact, let's continue following this one up now that I'm thinking about it. Set the artillery pieces towards the center, and then they won't be able to return. I don't need a melee unit to return when I don't have my bayonets ready. The only disadvantage with this slower research level is having to do battle in the Americas without. So armed citizenry, oh, the cannon unit, militia, we still don't know where their unit of bowmen is. They haven't apparently made an appearance yet. They could be hiding anywhere on the battlefield. So I would prefer not to have to move. Cavalry unit is charging and we're wearing them down. I don't think we have to worry about the melee now. So I'm going to be very hesitant to move a lot away from the cannon at the moment. In fact, let's redirect the cannon fire to this unit that has reappeared. He's actually going to go after my cavalry, which is probably not a bad idea. They're shattered. Let's bring the cavalry back, hopefully away from their unit charging after him, the militia. Hopefully they can't set and take a round of fire because that will break us for sure. Run away, get out of their fire. You did your job and got rid of there. Now the artillery pieces are helping us out. But the unit of most concern at the moment was, for me as at least, was that melee unit, because we really didn't have much of a counter to it. Our line can hold easily except for the melee charge. Should we enfilade a little since they're going to be coming at a slightly different angle now? Oh, no, that's the demi-cannon unit. They've decided to focus on just one regiment of ours, but it's the armed citizenry, so we should be able to outfire them. And yes, we should take care of their... Yeah. The courageous... Let's see if we can gain a little angle on their strongest musket unit. Yeah, we'll keep the cannon firing over here. Apparently it's over, this unit's over a rise though, so we aren't getting good artillery shots on it. A little depression here. Ooh, they're still getting hit, so better to move them away. You don't need them panicking. Did I see a little waver going? They're shaking. Okay, but we drove them off. Phew! And we should have this guy's number. In fact, let's get even more of a flank. Cannon fire going. The militia is broken again. They should be breaking fast and furious, even though they may come back, but they should not have the morale to do sustained fire, I would think. Regiment. Oh, that's militia there? Oh, there's the armed citizenry. I had it even backwards. So the militia is here. Let's get the armed citizenry to break on us. In fact, we will redirect cannon fire now. Help seal the deal there, and then we will start making our move and our search for those bowmen that are hiding out there. Okay, he's broken pretty good this time, so he may not come back anymore. This is our remaining unit on the field. Height advantage there. We have a flank running over here. They're gonna break any time now. Oh, now they're wavering. There they go. They have broken. And look who we find way back here, the native bowman. So I think it's time to reorient the artillery piece back on them, even though they're behind a building. And now we can take our units. I'm going to assume he's broken for good the way he's reacting. And we're going to take all 3 regiments along with cavalry as we advance forward towards the bowmen. And as we get positioned up there, we'll join back the battle. at least they're oriented the right way around the wall based on where we're coming from, unlike the militia of the previous battle. Okay, as we've been advancing, he's been under prolonged bombardment, and he's only lost 20 men. So he's a little bit over a rise, and behind a wall, so he's been a challenge for my artillery to hit. I'm actually going to call off the artillery attack at this point, and we're going to work on positioning our own units to take him on. And we'll try seeing if we can find a way to flank his position somehow. See if we can get the cavalry through there. And cavalry, after all that, is fresh again. Just had him walking to gain his position. So after all their early activity, they have gained back their stamina. I don't know why it says friendly units nearby. Is the wall the friendly unit? So we're almost in range, potentially. Oh, it says we are, but I don't know how we can see them above the rise. I doubt we're doing a lot of damage. I think what we'll do is we'll bring this units up this side quickly. Time to run, time to run, time to run. Same here, let's get above the rise, let's get close. Time to run, time to run, time to run. And at the same time, we are going to charge into their rear. And we are taking shots now, so let's hope we can hang on. Now they're moving, so they won't be shooting at the same time they're moving. Time for the big cavalry charge. What kind of effect will it have? They don't know what to do. We're coming at them from all sides. But it's time to get our cavalry out of there, since we are going to take friendly fire if we don't. In fact, let's do this. Stop shooting. Okay, we got the end of the battle. There we go. Wanted to cut back on friendly fire. I think we took a little bit more damage on this battle than the last one. Let's take a look. But it's still heroic. Look at that. Okay, actually, it seemed like we lost a lot more than that, but I guess that's a fifth of our force, but 233 losses versus their annihilation, and we took another province. Okay, let's get this repaired because we will want it repaired as quickly as possible, so we can build that militia unit that can then watch the port so we don't have a damaged port. So the region is captured. Alrighty. I guess what we'll do at this point is we'll come back next time, because we still got a couple more battles. This is a busy turn battle-wise. This is one of our, after we went such a long stretch trying to set ourselves up for this, now all of a sudden we have too many battles to put into one episode. So we're going to cut it right here and come back next time. And next time we have two battles, both a land battle and a native battle. And we have to spend some funds left over on some of these new territories or upgrades and see what we have. But we have a mega land battle here to see if we can't take over Flanders and capture this province, and then get this port converted from a shipyard to a trade port. And then we also have the coast of Brazil. We got to get rid of that new Spanish Navy post haste. So join me next time to see how those battles go. This is ZigZagZog signing off from southwestern Pennsylvania. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this episode. I sure do appreciate your viewership. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.